Hey guys, Diamond here from Arms and Wildlife. I would like to give you all a warm welcome to this video tutorial where we're going to cover how to create a firearm and a firearm license application in the Arms and Wildlife app. Okay, let's get into it. Let's launch the Arms and Wildlife app. On your dashboard, we're going to go to Firearm License Management category. We're going to enter the Firearms feature. You'll see that we will land on the main tab Firearms and the sub tab Firearms. Sub tabs are located on the top, main tabs are located on the bottom. First step we're going to do is we're going to capture the firearm particulars that we are going to link with our application. So when we click the add button, you can then choose a photo. You can take a photo or you can choose a photo from your library. Then you can select the field. It's going to ask you type. Is it a pistol, revolver, rifle, shotgun? I'm just going to say in this instance pistol. You will see that there's compulsory fields that's marked in red. You need to complete these compulsory fields in order to be able to save the firearm in the list. Name, I'm just going to call it for this instance Betty. You can call it whatever you would like. Description, Cerakoted. The next field, make. So I'm going to choose CZ. Here we go, there's CZ. Then model is a field that you have to type yourself. I'm just going to say P07 Gen 2. Caliber, same here. We also have a list that you can select from. When you type in any particular number, it will jump to the section. I'm just going to say 9 for 9mm. If it's for instance, a rifle and it's a .308 caliber, it's .308. When we scroll down, I'm going to look for 9mm. You can see that we've got quite a completed database. I'm going to select 9mm. Trigger, I did not upgrade trigger, so I'm just going to say in this case standard. Magazine size, 15. Then you can go into more details of action, color, condition, the price you purchased your firearm with, any upgrades amounts that you've invested into your firearm. Then a nice feature, rounds fired. You can keep a rounds count on the usage of your barrel. You can keep track of the amount of times you've cleaned your firearm. Then also if you've done some dry fire draws, you can keep record of the quantity of dry fire draws that you've done. It doesn't have to be every single time that you do a dry fire. It's just an exercise. Then obviously failures. How many failures have you experienced? After that, you can click save. It'll say saved successfully. When I go back, it is displayed in this list. Obviously, I did not choose a picture, so that's why there is no picture listed above the description. Okay, let's go to the license. I'm going to create a license. In our previous video, we created a competency application. In this video, we're going to create a license. So click on the add button. On the top right hand corner, starting from right to left, we've got the home icon that will take you back to the dashboard. Second icon is contact us, or should you like to get in contact with us. And then we've got the legends icon. It'll display you just a legend and it'll give you a little bit more information where your application is in the process, if it's still within the timeline, if it's missing information, if it's over the working days mandate, it will give you a yellow icon and then give you that clock icon, 120 plus working days, and then the red icon of 150 plus days. So we obviously will keep track of the information. Your details stay confidential and private. We POPI Act compliant. We take it very seriously. Okay, click on the add button. Add new or renew firearm license. It serves dual purpose because the process is the same. Give your application a name. You can select it from the drop down list or you can type in any custom name that you would like. I'm just going to say new license. Section I applied for. In this instance, I'm going to apply for section 13. We've covered the section in some of our previous videos, the firearm license process. You'll see once again the same as the competency application. We've got number bullet points to guide you through the sequence. Purchase firearm. So obviously if you have not captured a firearm and you don't have a firearm yet, you can click on the search tab. It will take you to the gun shops category where you can then purchase a firearm from dealers. I've already purchased a firearm and I have added and saved it onto the system. So I can now go ahead and link it. So all the firearms that you have saved will be displayed in this drop down list. I'm going to select that one and say next. It did pop up a message to say saved successfully. Okay guys, so when you go down to SAP's firearm licensing, the first tab you get there is View. Follow this link to get all the required documents. When you select View, it's going to take you to the SAPS feature under our firearm license management category. Yeah, you've got access to every single SAPS form. We make sure that we try and keep this section up to date as possible. As soon as we know that there's a new update or new form or it's been changed, we will then update our records. You can then obviously select on any form. It will bring it up in a pop-up. You can download, print, and complete it. The next tab we've got there is View. If you would like to find more information regarding the licensing process, it will take you to the Process main tab that we've discussed in one of our previous videos. Then you will see all the details that you've captured in your firearm. It will automatically be populated in a section based on the information that you've provided. Then we've got the next fields: serial number, RSA ID number, SAPS reference number. It's important to note that the SAPS server makes use of any two of those fields. RSA ID number is compulsory, so you need to capture your RSA ID number. Once again, it gets saved on your local device. It stays private and confidential. You can then enter your SAPS reference number. For new applications, it will just be a sequence of numbers. No hashes, no spaces, no backslashes, nothing. It will be a sequence of numbers. For renewal applications, your SAPS reference number will start with the letter R followed by numbers. Also, no special characters in between, hashes, backslashes, nothing of those sorts. In the event that you did not get an SMS with the SAPS reference number, you can use your firearm's serial number as the combination to get your information from the SAPS server. Then the next step would be the submission date. This is the actual date that you've submitted your application to DFO, and you've got a payment remittance to prove that you've submitted it on that specific day. So you can then select that day. It's a custom field for the user. Then DFO attention date. That is the date that you will select if you received a SMS stating that your application is receiving attention at your DFO. If you did not receive a SMS, please leave this field blank. Approval date, you will have to wait up until you've received the SMS that has been approved. If you don't receive an SMS that's approved, please note that when you following your SAPS application status, there will be approval date attached to that. Okay, after that, next, and we will go to the feature SAPS application status. There you can only just press the refresh button, it's a yellow arrow circle, and it will go and retrieve your information from the SAPS server. After you followed the steps, you can press save and go back, and you will see your license card will be generated. Top left hand corner, the name, I just called it new license. In the center, it's a license application card. On the right hand side, you'll see it's a green tick mark to say that you are within the 90 working days since you've submitted your application. Then obviously section, it's a section 13, make CZ, model number, the caliber, the submission date that you physically submitted your application at your nearest DFO. Very important because that is when this timer starts counting. Duration in days, we've provided you with both calendar days and working days. Then underneath that, we've got the SAP status. It will display the latest updated information that it retrieved from the SAP's server. Should you need any further information, should you need any assistance, if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Our contact details will be displayed on your screen. We will also make sure that we add the contact details in the description. We love hearing from you. I thank you for your time. Have a good day. Goodbye.